Greetings, beautiful beings, and welcome to the Breathing Bar. I'm Ahuvia, your bartender every week as we continue to mix up these elixirs and tonics in this apothecary called Living While Human. And there's so many aspects to our etheric nature, and the Breathing Bar just goes deeper into exploring these areas, planting seeds, and allowing them to fall where they may. You take these thoughts into your inner verse and allow them to settle in, or they may not be of use, so you just kind of let them fluidly and lovingly move out of yourself. So we're going deeper into our Winter Solstice series, and today we're kind of going a little deeper into our perceptions of community, our collective, this concept called our tribe. Excuse me. So today I'm going to be talking about your collective is your consciousness. You have to decide whether it's the intellectual or intuitive. And a lot of times I find, even as I continue to evolve and understand my etheric nature, there's a lot that went into these two realms of consciousness. And many times we're functioning in one, and we may think we're functioning in the other. So I want to kind of draw some ideas and concepts around what these two realms of consciousness may look like, so you can see at any moment, am I functioning in my intellectual realm of consciousness or my intuitive? So it's popular now, as I said, to want to find your tribe. Whatever you draw into you at any given moment is your collective consciousness. Even if it's not what you feel is your collective consciousness. And that's where you can start determining, are you dealing with your intuitive nature or your intellectual nature? The intellectual nature is the nature of yourself or your consciousness where you're trapped in trauma and indoctrination. And of course, you don't know this because you're just living your life, and you can have a wonderful day and you can be having a beautiful experience and evolving and creating wonderful things. But that doesn't mean that your frequency isn't calibrating at your intellectual realm of consciousness. Excuse me. And it's important to know that because you may perceive it differently. And then when things are not working out or moving in the way you feel they should, then you're confused and lost and you really don't understand why not. Whereas when you allow yourself to kind of be still and move with your intuitive consciousness, you lean more into trusting yourself in the midst of discomfort and uncertainty. And for me, that's been the defining pivotal point for me when it comes to whether I'm going to move into my intellectual or my intuitive consciousness, because they both vibrate at very different frequencies within yourself. When you allow yourself to listen to your inner ear and embrace your intuitive nature and what's coming up for you as a distinct sovereign being, it's another level of support you get from your inner verse. You get from those spirits that are working on your behalf, that you get from the elements in the natural world, because you have a much keener fluid alignment. Whereas when you're uncomfortable and you are in doubt and you move in your intellectual consciousness, you trap yourself in all the fears that you've been indoctrinated with many times. And you trap yourself in your traumas and the pain of these experiences. And ultimately, your frequency leads you in a different direction, away from that fluidness of being connected with your innate self, that balance, that peace that you desire. So your collective consciousness, it's all in your frequency of whether you're going to decide to move on your intellect or your intuitiveness. We all seek a level of balance. But are we ready to feel uncomfortable to the degree where we're uncertain and we don't even know what the next step is? Is the next step going to just put us in a black hole that has no foundation? And many times it will. Moving on your intuition, finding that higher collective consciousness, that higher frequency in the collective you're looking for, requires that you shed all of the intellectual trappings of indoctrination, trauma, fear, in order to just be in that moment, in order to trust in that exact moment without allowing the past and the future to take you into these unreal realms, because they're not true. The only thing that's true is the moment that you're in. Your past was true in each moment that you experienced, and the future has yet to be manifested. So when you allow yourself to stay in the now, you merge all of that together. And you decide in your intuitiveness how you want to guide this ship, how you want to navigate your life from that moment. So many times when you're looking for your tribe or that support system outside of you to assist you in this endeavor, keep those things in mind. Where is your frequency? If your frequency is on fear and doubt and uncertainty, many times you will find a wonderful, beautiful tribe that's going to connect with that frequency. And many times you can find wonderful tribes or groups of peoples or collective that assist you. But that does not mean that that's the tribe that you will connect with when you align with your intuitive nature and you allow yourself to step away from all your definitions around finding this tribe or what your collective tribe or consciousness is. Because all of it's around a frequency. And whatever the strongest frequency is that drives you, that's what collective you're going to bring into your space. You also have to know that shifts. It's going to always evolve. If the collective consciousness you're with evolves also, then you will continue to move as a collective consciousness. Yet, if you don't or they don't, there'll be a natural pulling and drifting away that'll happen. So allow yourself to know that you're never going to find the ultimate, but you will find exactly what you need at any given moment. You just have to allow yourself to be in acceptance and receivership of it. And that's one of the key things about coming into your own consciousness and allowing your intuitiveness to tap in, is accepting the receivership of whatever comes into your space. Because it's not a perfect transition. It's not a perfect find, quote unquote. Just like, oh, I found my tribe, yay. Yeah, that's for now, but believe you me, it's going to shift if you allow yourself to continue to evolve. Because ultimately you find that your tribe is yourself, your innerverse, your cells, your organs, those spirits working on your behalf, the elements, many of the etheric realm existences that we don't always connect with. We're so used to connecting in the physical, dense reality of the gravitational pull. But at the end of the day, you let all that go and you see with that inner eye and you listen with that inner ear. And you begin to feel and know your tribe. You'll feel it. And you'll know. It's just that it's one of those I just know moments. So that's what I kind of wanted to go into today. Your collective is your consciousness. You decide if it's going to be your intellectual frequency or your intuitive frequency. Depending on which you choose, that's a collective you will draw to you. And in that moment, that's your tribe, as long as that's the most powerful frequency in you. So again, we're just planting seeds here at the Breathing Bar. That's it. Thoughts, seeds. It's up to each of us to decide if any of these seeds are heirloom or viable that we want to continue to nurture. You all have a blessed moment no matter where you are. Continue to allow yourself to dive deep into your inner verse, because your own understanding is the most important thing. Period. Much love, beautiful beings. We'll connect soon. Give thanks.